My parents treated me like an outcast while spoiling my siblings, until my grandparents revealed the dark family secret behind the favoritism. Armed with the truth, I stripped my parents of their unearned wealth and left my siblings completely broke. For 23 years, my mother and my father treated me like a ghost while showering my older brother and my younger sister with affection, money, and praise. My siblings received Ivy League tuitions, luxury cars, and down payments for houses, while I worked 2 jobs just to afford community college. My mother constantly reminded me that I was a burden, and my father openly told me I didn't have the family DNA for success. I spent my entire life drowning in guilt, believing I was fundamentally broken, until last month when my grandparents called me to their house. My grandmother held my hand while my grandfather handed me an old manila folder. Inside were DNA results and a legal marriage certificate, proving a devastating truth. I was actually my biological father's oldest child, born from a secret first marriage to a woman who tragically passed away, and my mother was actually my stepmother who hated my existence because I was living proof of my father's first love. My biological father had hidden my true identity to appease his new wife, agreeing to neglect me so his new family could inherit everything. The most explosive part of the secret was the legal paperwork my grandparents handed me next. The massive family trust funding my parents' lavish lifestyle and my siblings' trust funds didn't belong to my father. It was established by my biological mother's wealthy family, and legally it belonged entirely to me upon my 25th birthday. My grandfather explained that they had kept quiet to protect me until I was old enough to handle the legal battle. With my grandparents' top-tier legal team, I launched my strike. 2 weeks before my 25th birthday, my lawyer served my father and stepmother with an immediate freeze on the trust distribution and a lawsuit for decades of fiduciary fraud. Because my father had illegally diverted funds meant for my upbringing to buy my brother's penthouse and my sister's European vacations, the law was entirely on my side. The resolution was swift and brutal. By the time my birthday arrived, the court ordered a total clawback of the stolen funds. My brother's penthouse was seized, and my sister's bank accounts were completely drained to repay the trust. My father and stepmother were forced to sell their mansion just to cover my legal fees and avoid criminal charges for fraud. Yesterday, my parents and my siblings showed up at my grandparents' house, weeping and begging me to release enough funds so they wouldn't end up on the street. I stood on the porch next to my grandparents, looked my father in the eye, and told him that his biological DNA experiment was officially over. I cut them off entirely, leaving them with absolutely nothing, while I stepped into the empire that was rightfully mine. Subscribe for more.